We are live. I'm here at my shop. Just want to hit everybody up. It's been a while since I've been going live. Just talked to a couple people, just chat regarding what's coming up, what I'm doing, what I'm getting ready to do. So we're going to work it out. Thank you very much, Drop Dead. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to talk a little bit about Ink Mania, what we're doing. Um, I know we got people already hitting us up. I've been doing. I know you guys been seeing me post and post couple podcasts and couple radio station that I really appreciate that they invited me. It's local 88.5 and podcast. Get to it. Those guys they hit me up. They were great. The Scissors show, I believe it is. I'm not saying it right, but um, he hit me up. He's been helping me out, getting me with a lot of these local podcasts and radio stations. Want to talk about what's going on through Tampa, what we're doing, where we're going into convention, how we're trying to do a lot of influence with the community, trying to push some stuff out there. And Tampa, anybody here from Tampa, Florida, if you know me, you know me. I'm a local Tampanian. I lived here all my life. I'm 53 years old. Travel many different places, but I always come back to my hometown here in Tampa. Just want to reach out there and do this show regarding the convention. And I know a lot of people ask me, how do I do it? It's not me, believe it or not. It's me and my wife and my family and my friends and everybody and the artists, the vendors, the employees, everybody who that helps me to put this show together. They're the ones. They're the ones I could say that make this thing happen. It's not just me, and it's easier to say that everybody want to get the glory and think that they do this, but it's not easy. I mean, I know people that try to put these shows together, and they think it's easy, and it's not. It's very hard to make a lot of artists and vendors happy, but you do the best that you can and try to make this thing happen. You know, I've been to plenty of conventions that man, I could say I experienced a lot of conventions. Hey, Susanna, how you doing? So, so yeah, man. I just wanted to be out there. Today's a Saturday. I'm in my shop, Stigma Ink. We here in 3434 West Columbus in Tampa, Florida. If you guys ever want to come by my shop, check it out. It's a standard, walk-in shop. I like putting art around. I keep it a little basic. It's just what you see in the back is normally how my shop is. I let the artist express themselves. Tell them to draw on the walls, paint the walls. Be you. Be you and make it possible. So who's that? Who is this person here? Hi, how you doing? What do you mean? What do I have in there? You know. So I just wanted to, it's a Saturday, and I just want to hit it up and talk about the convention and talk about anything, any topics you guys want to talk about. I mean, I was working a little bit with a couple of my business ideas that I'm getting ready to do, and so I'm just kind of wasting a little time. Wanted to go online, wanted to kind of talk to some people, hit them up, and um, and we go from there. We have. I'm getting ready to actually. Anybody knows, and anybody who does my show, I'm getting ready to do Ink Mania. I mean, not Ink Mania. I'm getting ready to do the trophies. Getting ready to pick up the trophies in Mexico. So I'm gonna have my trophies ready, custom trophies that we get every year. So we're gonna have those ready for next year. So if you see me look at this way and look down and look up and look down, because I got this kind of set up pretty funny. I have my phone on the top with TikTok, and then I have my computer, my laptop down here, and I have that going on with YouTube, with Facebook, as well with Instagram. So I have this streaming on this down here, and then this on top with TikTok. So I couldn't link it up with TikTok for some reason. So I was like, forget about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on my phone. So I'm constantly going up and down like this. So that's the thing about it. Let me change this around a little bit. Hold on. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was just trying to fix this up a little bit. Bear with me. Okay. Jack, how you doing? Yes, I'm still alive, believe it or not. You know, I'm still alive. They haven't taken me yet. No. But yeah, I'm here in my shop. Just like I say, doing my thing. Just working. I was working a little bit, but Saturdays I try to be at home. Sometimes. But I felt like this whole week I was spending some doing some quality time with my daughter and my wife and stuff. So I was like, let me just put work to the side for a little bit. And my wife and I, we were working on a couple of things, and so from there, I was like, all right, this whole weekday, I was kind of really, not really, really working. So, and I haven't gone live. I haven't done anything. So I was like, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live today, and just if anybody has questions regarding the show, regarding my aftercare, I design my product. I have Black Eye Products. I designed that about 13 years ago. So let me see if I can do something here. Hold on. I think I could put something in here. Let me see. Let me see if I could do something here. Bear with me. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Oh, that's cool. Let me see something. Let me see how this works. Oh, yep, there's my product. That's Black Eye Natural. That's my tattoo aftercare that I developed 13 years ago. I was just playing with the StreamYard, checking out, see how it works out. So let me go back to comments here. There, Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow. That's funny. So yeah, man. Um, So bear with me, everybody. I really, this is all new to me, this whole live thing. And a lot of times people tell me to go live, talk about the crazy shit that I experienced. And I've been in the tattoo industry for about 30 years and seen a lot of stuff, done a lot of conventions. I've done about shit over, man, I could say close to 1,000 conventions probably in my lifetime. Close to that. I think so. It's from that area. I've done tattoo conventions from with Kat Von D, with Mario Barr, with Billy Easton, with Tony Olivas, um, with Freestyle, with Tattoo Fiesta. That was in one was in Far, Texas. Then they changed it. Um, a lot of them from I did conventions in New Orleans, did conventions in Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, all through Florida, the South Florida convention, Tattoo Palooza. Yeah, I did all those conventions I worked on as well. I've been, I was working for a tattoo supply company for 11 years, so I did a lot of those conventions with them. So I was working on them. But yeah, man, a lot of people ask, how did I get into the tattoo industry? I got into the industry in the 90s. I was about 20, 21 years old, about that age. And I it was by something I was always curious. I was curious about. I mean, I was raised in Tampa, Florida, actually in the Ybor City area, and I was just curious. I was curious about tattoo. My dad has plenty of tattoos that from military and that he had background. And there's a funny story to my dad's tattoos too. I'll let you know about those. And yeah, so I never really like knew a lot about it. I remember looking through magazines, but I've seen a lot of people that were tattoo artists. A lot of people getting tattoos, but the scene in that time in the '90s, a lot of the scenes that you see through magazines were like bike related, bikers. It was a lot of like biker related people. So it was kind of hard for me to really grasp it on that because it was in me. So I saw it, it was cool, but it was not something that caught my eye. And I remember going to a convention here in Tampa. It was called Pins and Needles. I went to that convention, and that convention actually it really caught my eye. You know, it caught my eye. It was something that I was like, wow, this is different. A whole gender, different kind of people, getting pierced, getting tattooed, and I was like, wow, this is another world. I was like, I want to know more about it. And I remember going into a tattoo shop in Ybor City. It was shop called Glamour Streets, and I go in there, and I went there and I saw a flash. I forgot the number, the flash, because they had them all by little different numbers, and I picked up this little tribal sun. I thought it was the coolest little tribal sun. It just caught my eye that moment. And I paid, I believe it was like $50, 50 or $40 I paid for it. And I got this little sun that was like right here, right there. You can still see it. Actually, my artist, my good friend from Mexico, Chucky. Chucky's when I go to Mexico, he's gonna redo this. And that right there. So that little piece there, you could see the sun. It was right there, and I got that for like $50, and I thought that to me it was the coolest. Actually, my first one that my father didn't even know was I was doing these little like gangster tattoos with some friends of ours. We were in this little group, And they thought because I knew how to draw, everybody was like, "Oh, you know how to tattoo." So we stole Indian ink, red Indian ink that we got from the store. We just stole it from one of the art supply place, and I got some needles. I don't know how the hell this came in my mind. I had some needle. I grabbed like three needles, put them together, and got a string and just wrapped it up. And from there, I started just dipping in the ink and just needle poking, and I was doing that, and I think there was about 5, 6 guys that did it, that I actually went and I was tattooing their hand, and I did the P on each one of them for that was our it was Puerto Rican Power or something like that. That was our group, and we were doing a P on the on right here in the hand. And I did everybody. Funny thing, I did myself, but I did it so thin that it washed away within like a couple of weeks. It was gone because I knew my dad would have just killed me. So yeah, and then that's what got me in. That's got me involved, and I enjoy it from there. And then there was more and more. I mean, shit, I could continue with this story. It was a lot. Then that just got me to where I'm at now. It's my old ass here. I own Black Eye Products. We were first Black Eye Naturals, a tattoo aftercare that I developed with a soap as well as with a glide and balm. That is a natural organic product to heal your tattoos. As well as, I have Stigma Inc. Stigma Inc. is 15 years. We started actually longer than that. I opened in, I believe, 2000, or I believe, yeah, 2000. I believe I opened Stigma Inc. in Guadalajara, Mexico. And then from there, I came here, and then I started working for a supply company. And then I opened in 2010. I opened Stigma Inc. And then I own, first it was Tattoo Mania. And then from Tattoo Mania, we made it to Ink Mania. And then Ink Mania, we had it since 2016, I think so. I have all the flyers here. Yeah, so I think 2016, that's when I started Ink Mania. We branched from West Palm to Fort Lauderdale. For Fort Lauderdale, we went to St. Pete at the Coliseum, and I fell in love with the Coliseum for a while, but I felt like I needed to grow a little bit, and I wanted to be closer to home. I get a lot of people from Tampa that always wanted to, like sponsors or even companies that wanted to be involved, but because I was in St. Pete, they just didn't think it was smarter to invest. So they was glad that I actually moved to Tampa. So this year was my first year at Tampa event. Little different. A lot of stuff that I was changed. I was trying to make it a little different, but I felt like sometimes change is hard and difference sometimes doesn't work. So that's why I'm bringing back the St. Pete flow, the St. Pete concept idea. I'm bringing it to Tampa. Now I have options. Now I can add more stuff that St. Pete didn't let me do. So like I could do fire shows inside. I could have a big arena, like to do the MMA fighting, inside. I could have a more space for a lowrider car show outside. I could have more food trucks if I want. So there's a lot more benefits now that I could do by going to the Florida State Fairgrounds than what I had at the Coliseum. But don't get me wrong, the Coliseum was an amazing venue. I loved it. Great people. There were people who were awesome. But I think I felt like it's time for me to move on and go to back to my hometown, Tampa. So I know there's already shows here, and they've been doing shows here for a while. But I'm a different show, and like every other business, more the merries depends, and because we're entertainers, we're not tattoo shops or barber shops. We are an entertainment venue. So other promoters who do events here in Tampa, they shouldn't hate because what I do is different what they do, and then vice versa. So the guys who do shows here, you know, they do it different. My boy Clay from Atomic, he does the Cigar City convention that's coming up in February, and he does a really nice event. It's a very traditional tattoo artist, a full lineup of traditional artists, and it's really. I actually participate. I go to that show myself, so it's. I don't hate when it's guys that they know and we help each other. So Clay's always been in he's my good friend. I always support him. He supports me. He's been doing my show for shit, I think over 8 years. So I like, that's part of the industry how it used to be. We used to help each other. If we knew you were real, we would help each other. These guys here that come here and they start like stepping over people's toes or thinking that they want to bully people. Sometimes they're stepping in the wrong toes. Sometimes they're going to hurt themselves by doing that. So I would say, they should just be careful and stick to their own. But yeah, man. So let me see who's here. Let me see. Hold on, bear with me. I don't know if can you guys hear me well in TikTok? Let me know over there because I got the mic for the other links, but I don't know if you guys can hear me good over there. I'm trying to see if I could actually see. I can't. Let me see what other platforms. Let me see if I could do this. Let me see. No, let me see. No, forget that. All right. How you doing? Let me see. Give me a minute. Let me go here. I hate when it does this. Always can pop me in and go. Okay. I'm not really doing podcasts. I'm just doing me. I'm That's what I'm doing. Just want to do a couple videos. Just for because sometimes I get overwhelmed with so much content I have to send out. Social media. Social media is another freaking job. So sometimes it's better for me to just go live, talk about my business, talk about if somebody wants to talk about something else, I'm down to talk to them about it. So that's really it. You know. Hold on. I think I got my bear with me. Sorry about that. But trying to go. I'm going in one place here and then one place there. All right. All right. Bear with me. All right. Sorry, Frankie. No, Frankie, I'm not going. I'm not doing a podcast. If you want to jump on this, then you could jump on it. If you want to jump on this live, you could jump on it. Hold on. Let's see. How did it come out for you, Frankie? How was the show? I'm actually working with Caroline. She's helping me with her the new software. So I'm checking it out, see how it works out. Um, Her friend, this is right there. You see Frankie. She did the women's convention. It was a really good convention, and I'm saying good because it had these classic artists. Really some old ladies, some legends that I could tell you that was amazing. My daughter was inspired with these ladies, and I like what she did. She brought some really cool group of people that was there. Well, Frankie, one of her friends that helped her out, I think is her partner. I'm not sure, but it's Caroline. Caroline owns a company called Tattoo Client, and Tattoo Client it's an interested software, and it's a software slash you could use it as a point of sale as well. I'm still learning a lot of her program and software, trying to see how it works out. But it's a really interesting software, and I'm learning more and more about it. So yeah. So what's going on there? Can't post comments on this. Okay, okay. All right, there. I was just looking at some stuff. Yeah, like I mentioned, anybody who's on TikTok that they cannot hear me, let me know. Let me know if you can't hear me, um, because then I could go a little closer so you can hear me a little better. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, there, so you can hear me a little better. There. Let me take that out. Yeah, so you can hear me a little better from that part, and then you guys. Let me see. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on, bear with me, guys. I move this around, so I'm a little crazy. Yeah, okay, there. Yeah, push that like that. Boom, boom. I think that's better. There. How's that, Frankie? All right. I think this is better. Frankie, this is the thing I was telling you about that I use. It's called StreamYard. I like it. It's really cool because you could put all your platforms, your social media sections, like I said, I have these three right now linked into StreamYard. And so while I'm live, I'm going live with all three of those those pages. And then I couldn't do it for TikTok, so that's why I have it on my phone. So on my phone, I'm actually going live here on my phone. I don't know if they can hear me. They should hear me good on my phone. Probably, they should. So, so I'm doing it two ways. One this way and one that way. So I'm like this. I'm both. So so it's like got the little background. Oh my god, I hear these my artists over there chatting. All right, guys. Well, what I'm gonna do is on this StreamYard, I'm gonna learn how to get my camera better, so I can link my camera, so I have better camera, and I could link the camera to that. Because I like how it looks on my phone than it looks here on my computer. So on my computer, I don't like how it looks. That's the difference. Let me see something. This is firewall mode. Okay, okay, yeah, okay, there. All right, guys. Let me see if I could split this. I'm gonna split this. I'm gonna do that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna split this to two forms, so it'll be easier for me. Actually, so I could do that and almost did. See, I could do that. So actually could work for both. See? So I could still see myself, still work, and at the same time, I could work in my computer. So that works out good for me. Let me see where I was working out last. Okay, rapid capacity. Uh, Attach confidential. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys, if you're seeing that I'm not doing nothing right now. I'm actually am. I'm just reading a couple. I'm working on the middle of something regarding. So we're in wood woodworks on getting black eye products to a full line tattoo supply company. So we're converting that now to a supply company. Like I mentioned, I used to work in a supply company, and now I had a, now I have actually the opportunity to get back into it. So now I'm getting back into the supply business. I'm not really considering, I never, I never want to say never, but I'm not really focusing in the time being on developing products, like developing my own needles, developing my own wings. Not really nothing like that. I already created my own aftercare, and I'm not really thinking of doing nothing like that. What I want to do now is more on the on the supply business itself. Just putting a full line supply, giving a good service, and selling good products that are out there, products that people like, and that's what I really, really want to do right now. That's my main concept of doing this on the supply business. Just getting that part of the supply business. So, what the hell happened here? All right, let's see. Where is this? That one? No, why I can't find it? What I need. I saw it, but then now I can't find it. Hmm. All right, guys. It is. What time is it? It's 6:12, 6:15. So I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna get off the StreamYard because then I could put the mic on TikTok. Then I could focus working on my computer while that's going live. Okay. Doing these two things driving me crazy. I can't do this. I'm just trying to do one after another. Mm, yeah, nasty. That was nasty. All right, let me go here real quick. I want to tell everybody here. Hold on. How you doing, Franco? What's going on, man? I don't know. It's Ivan or Franco? Let me see. Hold on. Bear with me. Oh yes. How you doing, man? From Cuba. Yo me acuerdo de ti. ¿Cómo estás? Very good artist here. If you guys, the guy who just went ahead and look at his portfolio. Very nice work. Very good painter. Va a ser abril 24 de 26. Nada más necesita entrar a mi página, um, Inc. Mi página en Instagram, Ink Mania Events. Tú puedes entrar ahí, y en ahí tú puedes ver toda la información, cómo buscar un local. Va a estar en Tampa, Florida. So, también aquí en esta página tú puedes, hay una sección aquí en Facebook que tú puedes ver también que hay un link para coger información para el evento. O sea, es muy fácil. Además entra ahí tú sabes, cualquier cosa, ustedes tú puedes conectarte conmigo y yo te puedo ayudar cualquier cosa necesitan. Yo digo, el mejor tiempo ahora es ahora buscar el local que tú quieres, porque la forma como yo hago es muy fácil. Yo nada más te doy un link con el pase, cómo entrar a la página mía. Y en ahí tú vas a tener la oportunidad que tú mismo buscar el local que tú quieras. So, tú quieres uno más cerca del stage, un poquito más en la frente donde la gente entra, es tú. So, nada más eso yo digo. Pero yo te lo voy a enseñar. Dame un momento. Espera. Te voy a mandar el link ahora mismo. Dame un momento. Yo te lo voy a buscar. Aquí te lo mando. Te lo mando. Te voy a mandar el link, ¿ok? Ahí está. Te mandé el link en el pase como entrar, ¿ok? De ahí tú vas a entrar, tú vas a buscar el local donde, tú sabes, la cosa también, hay secciones ahí, tú sabes, va a estar una sección hacer aplicación, también mándame licencia, copia tu licencia, y licencia de todos los artistas que vienen para el evento también. Y de ahí tú puedes buscar el local que tú quieres, tú sabes, tú quieres tatuar. ¿Ok? En ese momento, ahí tú puedes, nosotros con Instagram o TikTok, cualquier plataforma, tú puedes mandarme como hacer un collaboration o tag en ahí nosotros podemos empezar promociones, hacer promociones de tu negocio. ¿Ok? No, gracias, gracias. Tú sabes, como estaba diciendo mucha gente, um, me voy en unas semanas, me voy para México para buscar trofeos para el próximo año que nosotros va a tener para Peña. So like we're explaining is that he was interested in getting a booth for Inkmania. So what I was told him, I said, if you can't find the link on through my social media page or you go to my website is going to have where it's got the form where you could do the like application where if you want to suggest like you want to be part of it. The only thing I do is I go through it, see whatever link you send me, if it was a social media page or if it was your website. I'll look through it, and if I like what I see and I feel like you'll be a great fit for the event, I will go ahead and send you a link with the password. So tú también, man. Have a great weekend, man. So then from there, I will go ahead and send you that link. And then from that link, you will have the privilege to go into the back of my website. You will see all the information that you need. If you're from out of state and you're interested regarding a license, you'll get all the information there regarding how to get your license, what you need to get your license, as well as if it's regarding getting yourself a booth. It's going to be very simple. You're just going to go there and you're going to see the floor layout. It's going to be three colors. So you're going to have your east, your west, and your vendors and artists. Now, the yellow section where it says vendors, you could have artists there. Just keep in mind, it's just a smaller booth, or 8 by 10 compared to the other ones. They're 10 by 10. So I would tell you, if you thinking of having like two artists and you want to be really comfortable, stick with a 10 by 10. They're not that expensive. I'm charging 750 for the standard 10 by 10. The corners are 800 and the vendors are 600. So, alrighty. So you guys got to keep looking. I've been posting, added to the stories tattoo artist that is going to be at he's going to be at Ink Mania is Yoshi underscore Itazumi or Yoshi underscore tattooer. I love the stories you talk about, the designs that by the medians, the Japanese medians of these tattoos. It's really interesting. I love sharing his stories, sharing his post to stories. What do you need, Drew? What do you need? You're gonna call me. I would help you. Right. Dude, that's what I saw right there. Oh man, I just saw it. Dude, How you guys like this light back here? I think it was really cool. All right, guys. I've been already here for about, oh my God, it's already an hour. That's crazy. I just noticed that. You just told me. It's been 1 hour already. I'm gonna get off on the StreamYard. I'm gonna stick on TikTok for a while. So if anybody it's out here checking me out on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, I'm gonna go straight to TikTok. So in TikTok, you're gonna see me at Ink Mania events. I will be there. There live now, but I'm gonna go over there. So I just want to thank everybody. Now, if you guys are interested of knowing regarding the convention, anything like that, please hit me up. You can email me, inkmaniafest@gmail.com, or hit me up on social media. Anybody who has my phone number, feel free to give me a call. All right, guys. On the other StreamYard, take it easy, man. See you later.